NAS for home and small business users are dominated by QNAP and Synology, but there's another player in the market, which is the ASUS Store. So for those who would like to try another manufacturer, we have an option from ASUS, which is ASUS Store. You can browse their products at asusstore.com. And here's a quick run through of the ADM, which is the operating system used by ASUS. So if you own an ASUS Store network attached storage, just visit www.asusstore.com and go to the download link down at the very bottom, and just select the model that you use. Let's say for mine, I'm using the ASUS Store 604T, which is a 4-bay NAS. I selected the model that I'm using. So from here, especially for my ASUS Store 604T, it has the ADM version 1. Now I upgraded it to version ADM 2.5.1, but before I was able to upgrade to the new operating system of the ASUS Store, I upgraded around 2 or 3 times before I was able to upgrade to 2.5.1. So this is basically the operating system of the ASUS Store. Now for Windows and Mac users, you can download the Control Center, which is basically it would help you find find and configure your NAS within your network. So you have the installer for Control Center for Mac OS 10 and for Windows here. Just download from which region you are from. You can also download the Download Assistant. This is a utility for the download center, so you can manage your download task. You have also for Windows, and this one I like this the download center help. When you're using Google Chrome, you can simply right click on the download link and you have an option to download it to your ASUS Store NAS. Okay, so in my case, I was able to download all of this stuff. Now, just to give you an idea of the ASUS Store Control Center, so this is the Control Center. It would be able to help you find or locate in your network your ASUS Store NAS. You can scan, but this one I was able to scan already my ASUS Store. It would give you the model of your NAS, its IP, its model, serial number, MAC address, the ADM version where it's installed, and status. And you have an option here to open, connect, or map network drive, connect to FTP. You have an option to update your ADM. You just have to type your password for the NAS, and it would prompt me that that I have the version is up to date. You can click on service for photo gallery or surveillance center. You can wake on LAN. You can turn off the night mode is for turning off the LED. You can put the NAS into sleep, restart, or shut down. So let me open. If I click on open, it will open the ADM into the into your browser. You just have to type your username and password. So this is the welcome menu. The access control is basically where you can manage the local users, local groups, domain users, and also shared folder. So let's say, for example, for the shared folder, you can add another folder. You can also edit its folder. When you edit it, you can let's say click on invisible in network or my networks. You can change also the name, and that's it. So let me click cancel. You can change the access rights. Okay, whether it's read only or read and write. Alright, let me cancel. Okay, so that's the access control. Now for the activity monitor, you can monitor the activity for the utilization of your CPU, memory, network, including the disk usage. It will give you a pie chart of your disk usage, how much space you have consumed and how much is remaining. And for the process, these are the processes that are running in your NAS. Okay, for the App Central, this is where you can download and install or uninstall the applications for your NAS. You've got here in the menu the installed apps. I've installed Chrome, Download Center for downloading some torrents or any files from the internet. You've got Google Drive, a media UPnP media server app, etc. Now you can click on update if you'd like to check updates. This is very similar to the Play Store for Google Play Store. Now it says here that all apps are up to date. Now if you'd like to install more applications, you just have to go to the all apps, click on search, or you can scroll down to install whichever application you'd like to install. Like this is the data sync for Microsoft OneDrive, and you've got Dropbox, etc. You can also browse about the categories and the top applications, so you can check which one are good and might be necessary for you to install. Now, if you can see here, the apps are the interface, the graphical user interface are pretty much easy to navigate. It looks the GUI is looks okay. And let me close this out. So for the online help, okay, so this is you could if you're unfamiliar of some of the settings, let's say for a network, it gives you a description on what to expect, or a brief explanation on what is the setting for. So this is very useful, especially for the newbie. If you're not familiar of the features of the ADM, then you can get yourself familiarized with this online help. I find this very useful. Just I read through about this online help, and I was able to grab some ideas about my ASUSTOR NAS. Now, for the external devices, this is basically it would show the connected devices. As we all know, this my ASUSTOR 6040 has a lot of expansion slots for USB 3, eSATA, and USB 2.0. Now, you can connect different devices on those USB ports, like printer, another hard drive, USB hard drive, a Wi-Fi, a Bluetooth adapter, and even an optical drive, so on and so forth. Okay, those are the external devices. Now for the File Explorer, this is basically the File Explorer, similar to your Explorer on your Windows. Okay, so here you can browse. You can use this Explorer to browse through the content of your network attached storage. You can delete, create folders, like right click, upload, create folder, like add to my favorites and properties, so you can see how much space it has already consumed. And you can add to favorite. You can change the icons, whether large icons or medium icons. You can create a new shared folder, so on and so forth. You can there's also a filter here, so you can search, let's say TAM. Okay, so it would show the okay, so yeah, let me close this. As you can see, if you minimize it, it will just create here. It's just a sort of taskbar here. So when you minimize it, everything goes here on the top. The services is basically for enabling the file service, whether for Windows, Mac or Mac OS 10, or NFS, FTP, so on and so forth. Now for the settings, this is where you can change the settings for your let's say HTTP port. By default it's set to 8000. The HTTPS is set to 8001. Now you can go to network and create a link aggregation here, whether this is for supporting fault tolerance and load balancing. In my case, I created a round robin aggregation mode. Now you can change also here the server name. I changed it to Matt. Here for the LAN, it says you're connected, and this is the DNS server. For the Wi-Fi, if you've connected a Wi-Fi dongle. Okay, so let me close this out. Now for the storage manager, this is basically where you can create a volume. Yeah, this is for the disk. This shows my hard drive, which is installed. I installed a 4 terabyte WD Red. You can show here it shows also the temperature. It's 44 degrees Celsius. The status, it's healthy. Smart status is healthy. You can browse to the iSCSI. You can create or edit or remove, so on. iSCSI LAN. There you go. Okay. For the system information, this gives you a system information of the ADM version that you're using, the BIOS version, the time zone, your ASUSTOR ID, the model number, the processor. Again, it's an Intel Atom 2.13 gigahertz. Its memory is 3 gig. I upgraded it from 1 gig. It shows the serial number, and for the network, it shows the IP address of my NAS, so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the log files. You can monitor what are the changes on or any happening on your NAS. So this basically records all the actions that you've done in your network. You can also check the online user, whether if it's admin or not. Okay. Okay, and this is the Dr. ASUSTOR. It's basically a utility, a sort of utility wherein it can diagnose if there's any issue in your system or on your network, so on and so forth. Okay, so you've got here also iTunes server, download center. If you'd like to download something, this is very useful. You can search here, let's say The Walking Dead. So it would search it for you. Alright, and then you can just right click and then simply download. Alright, so I think that's basically the sort of an overview of what you can expect on the ADM. It looks good, but I think there's still room for improvement compared to QNAP and Synology applications. But they continuously improve their apps, so we can expect more to come for the ASUSTOR. So thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you could get updates on videos I'm regularly uploading every week. Thank you.